Welcome, everybody. Welcome to PEM Rules, the Pediatric Emergency Medicine podcast. If you know the show and you know the schedule, you probably guessed correctly. This is not an episode, but rather an announcement today. In a few months, on November 4th, believe it or not, PEM Rules will celebrate 100 episodes. I started this podcast in 2021. It's been a lot of fun, great feedback, great learning, great conversations. And on episode 100, I was hoping to do something to express my appreciation to you guys, the listeners. So on episode 100, coming this November, I'm going to be hosting Dr. Rick Saladino. Rick Saladino, as many of you may know, is my mentor from fellowship and the inspiration behind the podcast who taught me many of those rules, including most important rule, it's not the patient's job to prove that they're sick, it's your job to prove that they're not, aka rule number 1. Dr. Saladino is going to come on the show and we're going to discuss his tips and tricks for maximizing your chances of getting the best job you can in pediatric emergency medicine or emergency medicine in general. So if you are a PEM fellow or an ED resident or honestly just a trainee looking for your first job or a doctor already who's looking for his next or third job, I highly advise you to listen to Dr. Saladino and his advice on maximizing your chances of nailing the best job you can. Now, in order to have a good discussion that will benefit the listeners, I put together a very short survey with 2 or 3 questions that I would highly appreciate if you took the time to answer. That will help Dr. Saladino and I target the discussion and again benefit you guys, the listeners, and give you guys advice on how to look for and nail your next future job. So go into the PEM Rule website and look under News and Events, look for the link on the website and just click the link, answer the questions. It should take no more than 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. Alternatively, to make things even easier, you can just look at the show notes from today. And hopefully that will help Dr. Saladino and I get a good discussion with good advice for you guys, the listeners who are looking for your next job. So check out PEMRules.com, check out News and Events, check out the link, click the link, fill the survey. After that, make sure you tune in to PEM Rules on November 4th and listen to the show and what Dr. Saladino has to say. And hopefully, based on those results, we can have a fruitful discussion that can help you nail your next job. Over the years, Dr. Saladino has hired many physicians in pediatric emergency medicine and other fields as well. Again, thank you for all that you have done for PEM Rules, your support, your listening, your advice, your emails. I truly appreciate it. Hopefully, this will be my way to contribute to you guys, the listeners. Have a great day, and thanks again.